Every single day you wake up, there's a war going on. But it's not out there in the streets. It's not in the classroom. It's not even between you and the world. The real war is right inside your own head. From the moment you open your eyes, your mind is giving you orders. Stay in bed. Skip the gym. You're not good enough. Why even try? And here's the part they don't teach you in school. Your mind is both your most powerful weapon and your biggest enemy. It's the battlefield, and it's the one thing you've got to learn how to control if you ever want to win at anything in life. Most people think mental strength is about being positive or motivated or confident. That's only surface level. Real mental strength is about fighting through resistance every damn day. It's about recognizing that your brain was designed for survival, not greatness. It wants comfort. It wants safety. It wants to keep you inside the bubble, so the moment things get uncomfortable, your brain starts talking trash. It's too cold. It's too hard. You've done enough. That's not truth. That's weakness trying to negotiate with you. You've got to shut that voice down. You've got to train yourself to understand that thoughts are not commands. Just because your brain tells you to stop doesn't mean you have to listen. You are not your thoughts. You're the one who decides whether to obey them or not. That's why I say the mind is a battlefield, because you're fighting old programming. You're fighting years of self-doubt. You're fighting the conditioning that told you this is enough. You're only human. No, you're a machine. You just haven't activated the system yet. And the reason so many people stay stuck is because they think life is supposed to be easy. They think motivation is supposed to show up every morning like a damn alarm clock. Let me break the news. Motivation is a liar. It doesn't last. Discipline is what gets the job done. And discipline starts when you make the decision to stop listening to the voice that says quit. The battlefield of the mind is filled with casualties of people who had talent, who had potential, but never learned how to go to war with their own excuses. You want to know the real difference between people who succeed and those who don't. It's not brains, it's not money, it's not even talent, it's mental resilience. It's the willingness to suffer, the willingness to endure, the refusal to give up when every cell in your body is screaming for comfort. Every obstacle you face is a test not of your ability, but of your will. And every time you step into the fight and don't back down, you level up. Every rep in the gym when your muscles are on fire, that's a mental rep. Every hour spent studying when your brain wants to shut down, that's a rep. Every time you show up tired, sore, heartbroken, beaten down, and still put in work, you are building mental armor. The world isn't going to go easy on you. Life isn't fair. People will doubt you. Systems will block you. Your own friends might turn their backs. That's real. That's life. But your mind, if trained, becomes your advantage. It becomes your fortress. You stop needing external validation. You stop waiting for easy conditions. You show up anyway. You fight anyway, because you've trained in the trenches. You've battled yourself. And once you've beaten the voice inside your head that says you can't, no one on the outside can stop you. But don't get it twisted. This isn't something you do once and check off the list. This is a daily war. It's waking up every day and deciding, today, I fight. Even when you've already made progress, even when you're already strong, the battlefield never goes away. In fact, it gets louder. Because the higher you rise, the more your mind tries to pull you back down. That's when you go even harder. You lean into the resistance. You remind yourself that comfort is the enemy. Growth lives in the fire. You can't become elite by staying soft. You can't build unbreakable discipline by living easy. You've got to train your mind to thrive in discomfort. So next time your alarm goes off and your body says no, you say yes. Next time you hit failure and that voice in your head starts whispering, it's over, you answer back, it's just beginning. You stare that inner weakness in the face and you say, I run this, not you. Because once you understand the battlefield, and once you step into that fight fully armed with discipline, with courage, with the refusal to quit, there's nothing in this world that can hold you back. Your body might break, your heart might ache, but your mind can take it all if you train it, if you fight for it, if you earn it. Most people walk through life never tapping into their full potential. They live in the safety zone. They cruise at 40% of what they're capable of. Not because that's all they have, but because the moment things get uncomfortable, they pull back. They think tired means stop. They think fear means avoid. They confuse struggle with failure, but let me tell you something real. Asterisk, asterisk, when you think you're done, when your mind is screaming no more, you're only at 40%. Asterisk, asterisk, that's it. That's your comfort zone drawing the line in the sand. But that line, it's not real. It's imaginary. It's self-imposed. The 40% rule isn't a number. It's a wake-up call. It's the realization that your mind quits long before your body ever does. It's the truth that the limits you believe in are nothing more than stories you've told yourself for years. Stories built on fear, failure, and fatigue. But here's the truth. Pain is not the end, pain is the beginning. Pain is the door you walk through to reach the other 60%. The rest of your potential, the greatness, the elite mindset, the power, it's all buried under resistance. You've just got to be willing to go deep enough to find it. Think about the last time you quit something. Maybe you were studying for hours and your brain hit that wall. You closed the book and said, I can't focus anymore. Or you were training and your muscles started shaking, so you told yourself, I've done enough. That was your 40%. That was the moment your brain tapped out, not your ability. Your brain protects you. It wants you to be safe, comfortable, controlled. But growth doesn't live in safety. Mastery doesn't live in control. Greatness is on the other side of exhaustion, of pressure, of pain. The difference between average and unstoppable is simple. The average person listens to the first signal of fatigue. The savage listens to it, acknowledges it, and keeps going anyway. Not recklessly, but intentionally. They understand the value in that second wind, the magic that happens after the wall, because there's always another gear, always, but most people never find it because they quit before they reach it. They trust the discomfort more than they trust their own capability. This is where the lesson comes in. If you want to break past that 40% wall, you have to train your mind to lean into discomfort. Discomfort has to become familiar. It has to be a space you visit often. So when your legs are burning, when your head is spinning, when your willpower is fading, you don't say, I'm done. You say, now we're getting started. That mindset shift alone can take you farther than talent ever will. Because it's not about the easiest path, it's about the path that forces you to evolve. This is educational because it's not just about motivation, it's about reprogramming how you think. In school, they teach you to pace yourself, manage stress, work smarter. But they rarely teach you how to suffer on purpose, how to chase adversity, how to use exhaustion as a signal that you're doing something right. That's what elite people do. They don't fear the wall, they expect it. And they train to go beyond it. You want to pass an exam, push past the comfort of 1-hour study sessions. You want to get in shape, push past the point where your body begs for rest. You want to become mentally bulletproof, push past the moment you want to stop. Every time you do this, you condition your brain to understand, this is not where we quit. This is where we grow. And slowly, that 40% becomes 45%, then 50%, then 60%. You start building mental endurance. You start becoming the kind of person who doesn't just survive pain, use asterisk it. There are going to be moments in your life, whether it's exams, heartbreak, failure, or pressure, where your mind will tell you, you've had enough. That voice will sound so convincing, so reasonable, but that's when you have to shut it down. That's when you have to remember, asterisk, asterisk, you've still got more. Asterisk, asterisk, you've got more in your tank, more strength in your spirit, more resolve in your bones. But you've got to choose to go after it. It won't come looking for you. No one's going to hand it to you. You've got to earn it in the trenches, in the grind, in the late nights and early mornings where no one's watching. This 40% rule applies to everything, to life, to education, to discipline, to becoming someone who doesn't flinch when things get hard. Because when you consistently push past that threshold, you start building a new identity. You're no longer someone who quits. You're no longer someone who backs down. You become the kind of person who fights through asterisk, who gets stronger in struggle, who finishes the job no matter how tired, how broken, or how far gone you feel. And that's the secret. The difference between who you are and who you could be is found in that painful space between 40% and 100%. Most people avoid it, But the ones who go there, the ones who bleed for it, cry for it, grind for it, those are the ones who become dangerous. Those are the ones who change their lives. So next time you feel like quitting, remember, you're not finished, you're just at 40%. And if you're willing to push, if you're willing to suffer, you'll unlock the rest of you. The real you, stay hard. If you've ever trained with heavy weights, chopped wood, or worked with your bare hands, you know what happens over time. Your skin starts to harden, it thickens, it stops tearing. Those calluses, that's not damage, that's asterisk protection asterisk. That's earned resilience, and the same thing has to happen to your mind. You've got to callous it. You've got to make it tough, because life's not going to wait until you're ready. It's going to hit you over and over, and if your mind is soft, you're going to fold every single time. The problem is that most people never give themselves the chance to toughen up mentally. The moment things get uncomfortable, they escape. They look for distractions, they go for easy. They pick comfort every time, and then they wonder why they break under pressure. The answer is simple. They've been avoiding the very thing that builds strength. Asterisk suffering asterisk. Pain, frustration, doubt, those aren't things to avoid. Those are things to embrace, because those are the raw materials of mental calluses. You want a stronger mind, then you need to asterisk put it through reps asterisk. Just like you don't get stronger arms by curling a pencil, you don't get a stronger mind by doing what's easy. It takes repetition. It takes discipline. It takes showing up day after day, even when you're tired, even when you're uninspired, even when it sucks. Especially when it sucks, because that's where growth happens. That's where transformation happens. Callousing your mind means doing the things most people refuse to do. It means finishing every rep. It means studying even when you're mentally drained. It means waking up when your body begs to sleep. It means sticking to the plan even when no one's watching. Every time you push through pain, every time you override your emotions, you're layering toughness onto your brain. You're building mental armor, not the fake kind that talks tough and breaks down under stress, the real kind. The kind that doesn't crack under pressure. The kind that holds the line when everything around you falls apart. Let's be clear, suffering isn't glamorous, it's not romantic. It's not about running into pain for the sake of drama. It's about recognizing that real strength, real grit comes from experience. You have to go through hard things. You have to be broken down, you have to be exposed, and then you have to choose to get back up over and over, not once, not twice, asterisk every day. Asterisk, most people want to be confident, they want to be unshakable. But confidence doesn't come from compliments or motivation or hype videos. It comes from knowing, deep down, that you've been to war with yourself and you didn't back down. It comes from surviving failure, from facing rejection, from being humiliated, embarrassed, exhausted, and still pushing forward. That's the kind of confidence that can't be faked. That's the kind of confidence that comes from asterisk, earned suffering asterisk. There's something you need to understand. Life is always going to test you, whether you're ready or not, whether you feel strong or not, whether you've trained or not. And when that test comes, when the relationship fails, when the opportunity falls through, when everything you thought you had collapses, your response is going to come down to one thing. Asterisk, asterisk, have you calloused your mind or not? Asterisk, asterisk, if you haven't, you'll panic, you'll freeze, you'll blame, you'll crumble. But if you have, if you've conditioned yourself through consistent struggle, you'll stand firm, you'll regroup, you'll adapt. You'll keep going, that's the difference, not in how life hits you, but in how you hit back. Callousing your mind also means asterisk consistency asterisk. Not just grinding when you feel good, but grinding when you don't. Everyone's motivated when things are perfect, but that's not when calluses are built. They're built on cold mornings when no one's watching, on late nights when no one's clapping, in lonely hours when your goals feel miles away. But you show up anyway, that's what makes you different. That's what makes you asterisk dangerous asterisk. You need to make suffering part of your routine. You need to make struggle something you asterisk choose asterisk, not something you run from. That means seeking discomfort on purpose, choosing the harder option, pushing for one more set, one more hour, one more page, not for anyone else, for asterisk you asterisk, because you know every second of pain now is making you stronger for later. This isn't just motivational talk. This is a blueprint. You want to succeed in school, in life, in anything, you need grit. You need mental reps. And those reps don't come from winning, they come from struggling. That exam you failed, rep. That person who doubted you, rep. That dream that fell through, rep. Every time you get back up, you're training your mind to become something unbreakable. So start stacking those reps. Start choosing the hard path. Start seeing pain as preparation, because one day, life's going to throw everything it's got at you, and in that moment, you won't be asking for mercy. You won't be hoping for help. You'll smile, you'll stand tall, and you'll say, I've been here before. My mind's been forged in fire. It can take this. Callous your mind, earn your strength, stay hard. So here's the truth: you've been living with a fraction of what you're capable of. Not because you're weak, not because you're broken, but because you've been lied to. Lied to by comfort, lied to by fear, lied to by a world that told you easy is the way. But easy never built anything worth having. The strongest minds, the fiercest warriors, the most relentless souls, they were forged in fire, not born with it. Asterisk built by it. Asterisk your mind is a battlefield and you are the damn warrior, but you've got to fight for control. You've got to look your excuses dead in the eye and say, not today. When your body screams, when your emotions shake, when your will feels like it's dying, that's the asterisk start line asterisk, not the finish. That's when the 40% rule kicks in. That's when you asterisk choose asterisk to go deeper, to push further, because the pain, the suffering, that's where the rest of you lives. That's where greatness hides behind discomfort, behind doubt, behind fear. But greatness doesn't show up for people who dabble. It shows up for those who suffer with purpose, who show up broken and tired but asterisk show up anyway. Asterisk who take every failure, every rejection, every setback and use it like fuel. Brick by brick, rep by rep, they asterisk callous asterisk their minds, not once, not for show, but daily, relentlessly, with consistency so strong that weakness has no room left to live. This isn't about motivation. This is asterisk education. Asterisk, this is a lesson you won't find in a textbook. It's a curriculum of pain, growth, and mental mastery, the final exam, life, and it's coming whether you're ready or not, so prepare. Train your mind like your life depends on it, because it asterisk does. Asterisk you're capable of more, not a little more, asterisk way more. Asterisk but no one's going to hand it to you, you've got to take it. You've got to asterisk earn asterisk it. You've got to suffer for it, and when it hurts, when it burns, when it breaks you down, remind yourself, asterisk your mind can take it all. Asterisk now go prove it, stay hard,